if failure was the best thing to ever happen to you? Here's why most people fail more than they win, but they still accomplish amazing things and achieve success. Hey everybody, I'm Chris Stevenson, speaker, author, and entrepreneur. And in my role with the Sourena V Group, I get to bring Sourena's messages to life. Sourena is the speaker who can't speak and the writer who can't write. He was born with severe cerebral palsy, and it impacts every aspect of his daily life, including his ability to speak and present. So again, I get the honor of taking Sourena's writing, bringing it to life in videos like this just for you. Now, here's a few words from Sourena.
Thank you, Chris. We're going to do another video. Setbacks every other part of the program. By the way, because setbacks are failures, you are not even close to reaching your potential. If you can honestly say that you're trying new things, I always think that failure can be a good thing. Because we say, yeah. Take it away, Chris.
The myth of the smooth journey. Sometimes when we see success, it looks like a smooth journey, like an overnight success, like people just continued on this straight up trajectory and hit these amazing goals and these amazing things. But that's never the case. Take somebody like Oprah. She was told she was too emotional to ever be successful on television. LeBron James has lost more championships than he won. Abraham Lincoln had to make a political comeback in order to be successful. The bottom line is, if you haven't had failures and setbacks, you're not even close to reaching your potential. A baseball analogy. Sourena is a huge sports fan. He loves baseball. He's a big fan of the Dodgers. So when it comes to baseball, he always cites one thing. Even the greatest hitters in the history of baseball fail 65% of the time. Think about that. They fail over half the times they're up at bat. A 300 batting average is considered amazing, and that's only 300, right? But the bottom line is, you fail 95% of the time in sales and digital marketing, but that 5% makes all the difference. Sourena shares that as some real talk. It took Sourena forever to figure out the perfect digital marketing strategy, and it took a lot of failure, but he stuck to it, and now it's working, and his company is growing. But the thing is, perseverance through challenges is one of the keys to success. Calluses of Success. Challenges are like the calluses on a gardener's hand. It's a sign that he's had to go through a lot of hard times in order to get where he wanted to get with his gardening business, right? You want to hire a salesperson, you want one that's faced every objective and probably fell flat on his face many times. If you have surgery, you want to find that surgeon who's seen every possible scenario and learn from it. The bottom line is, you never want somebody who hasn't failed or who hasn't faced challenges, who hasn't had setbacks and faced hardships, right? Again, you're never going to meet a seasoned gardener who does a great job that doesn't have hands full of calluses. Failure is feedback. Reframe it. Failure is never failure. It's learning and growing, right? You always hear the term, you either win or you learn, right? It's not win or lose. You win or you learn. Yeah, you fell short, and that's okay. Reframe your thinking, right? You've got to think, okay, why did I fall short? What mistakes did I make? And what can I learn from it so I don't make those in the future? That's just the learning curve reality, right? You're not going to get everything right the first time. And a lot of people, when they face that challenge or they try something and they fall short, that's when they give up. Don't be one of those people. Again, have a growth mindset. If you fall short, it's just an opportunity to learn and improve and eliminate some of the mistakes that you've been making, because every no gets you closer to a yes. Don't take it personally, right? Don't take failure personally, right? That means having a growth mindset. People with a fixed mindset are like, I failed, I must be horrible as a person, or I'm just not capable. That's not the case at all. As we said before, failure is an opportunity to learn, grow, and develop. Embrace it. Think about dating, right? When you go through dating, not everybody says yes to a date. Now, somebody could say no, and all of a sudden you're like, I'm a failure, I'm worthless, I'm not good looking, I'm not charming, I'm just never gonna have a significant other, right? Or you could say, okay, maybe I could go about this differently. What can I do to improve myself, to improve my approach, and ask somebody else out? So when you do have a failure, give yourself credit for trying. Be proud of yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back and learn from that failure, right? But back to the relationship thing, not every relationship becomes a marriage, right? We're going to have setbacks. We're going to have people that say no, or people we just don't build great relationships with. right? That's just how it is. But we can't see that as now we can never have a relationship because nothing's ever going to work, right? So what you want to do is separate what you can control from what you can't control and make sure that you don't take things personally. Everything is an opportunity to grow, even when you fall short of your goals. Micro failures are normal. What do we mean by micro failure? Well, Sourena will tell you micro failures are just those things that happen all the time, right? We wake up cranky. We didn't get enough sleep the night before. For whatever reason, we're just in a bad mood. We're just not always our best selves. We try to be. It's just the reality. We won't always be our best selves. Sometimes we just have a short temper and cranky days, right? Accept that as normal. Those things are normal. Matter of fact, if you didn't have those, we might be a little bit worried about you, right? Those are just a part of reality, right? So allow yourself those micro failures. Show yourself some self-compassion. Forgive yourself for those things and move on from it. Don't fixate on it. Don't get stuck in it. Don't let it become who you are, right? Because they should be infrequent, not who you are all the time, right? We can't let it allow those to become the norm, right? But we just accept it that it's a part of life. The hidden benefit of setbacks. Finding what works requires finding what doesn't work. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes. Again, we don't get things right the first time. There's a lot of trial and error. That's why it's a saying, trial and error. So we're going to forgive ourselves. We're going to understand that that's just part of the process. We're going to develop a growth mindset, right? Every challenge teaches us valuable lessons. Every setback, every failure, every hurdle we encounter is an opportunity to learn, right? We don't let it shut us down. It's not a reflection of us as a person. It's an opportunity to grow and learn. And experience building. Right? When we go through these things, it creates wisdom and resilience, which are crucial if we want to be successful and accomplish our goals. But the ultimate line is it prepares us, right? Challenges prepare us for bigger opportunities. So here's the mathematical equation. Effort plus learning equals value, right? You got to put in genuine effort, right? You got to understand that failure is a part of the journey. And we're going to learn from that. We're going to develop that growth mindset. We learn from failure. We learn from setbacks. This combination creates unstoppable momentum. Accept what could have been done better and make the adjustments so that next time you can, in fact, do it better. If you got a lot out of this video, make sure you share what your thoughts in the comments, like it, subscribe, and share it also with somebody you think could also get value from watching this.